Hello everyone! Welcome back to Sinagstrology. For today's video, we're going to do a love reading between Julia Barretto and Gerald Anderson. So, for today's video, I'm going to use the Romance Angel Oracle cards and the Land of Stories Tarot as well as the Astro Dice for additional confirmation and insights about the situation. So, I believe Gerald and Julia has been in a relationship for quite some time na, and a lot of people are speculating if they are going to get married anytime soon. So for today's reading, we're just going to open this reading up for their higher self and spirit guides and for the universe to tell us what they could tell us about their relationship. On the first part of this video, we're going to look at how they see or how they view each other in this relationship. So on my left side will be Julia's feelings or views or perspective towards Gerald and this relationship, while on my right side is Gerald's. And then after that, we're going to look at the future of this relationship or the possible future of this relationship based on their current energy. So I'm filming this on October 7, 2024. So that's going to be the basis for the their current feelings. So as of October 7, 2024. So let's move on with the reading. So okay. Let me just put this here. Let's roll the dice first. So Julia Barretto and Gerald Anderson spirit guides a higher self. Please allow me to tap into their energy for this reading. Thank you. Let's see the connection between them. So we have Scorpio and then Scorpio. Then let me re-roll this because the rug is uneven. So the first house and Jupiter. So Scorpio, Jupiter in Scorpio in the first house. I hope you can see. That's between them. So, okay, let's look at the connection between them first. So, we'll be using the oracle card. So, Julia, Gerald, the connection between them. Julia, Gerald. I need only one. Romantic feelings. Your feelings are real and worth exploring. Oh, so maybe they are actually like in love with each other. That's nice to see. If you knew what's going on or what has happened before they became, an actual item, it's nice to see that from this card alone, they have actual genuine feelings or romantic feelings for each other. So let's look further at each of their perspective or how they view this relationship and each other. So okay, I'll be getting Julia's first. So I need 3. Julia Barretto's feelings or views or perspective about Gerald and this relationship. Oops. It's a bit hard. Okay, I need 3 for Julia. The first card, 7 of Wands in reverse. Julia Barretto. Page of Cups in reverse. Oh, Chariot, the Chariot in reverse. Okay. Wait. Chariot Okay, let's move on to Gerald naman before we do the whole reading. Gerald Anderson's feelings, perspective, or views towards Julia and this relationship. I'm hearing protector. The Tower. This is my first time seeing this. It's Rapunzel in her tower. And then the prince. Can you see? Wait, let me focus. Okay, tower. And the next. The High Priestess in reverse. High Priestess. And then last. Oh, this is my first time seeing this as well. The Devil. The Devil, it's the Gumiho, this nine-tailed fox in reverse. Okay, so let's proceed with the reading. Oh, okay. So, on the get-go, I think both, okay, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. This is all alleged. And yeah, we don't know if this is true unless they confirm or deny it. So, this is just for fun and for entertainment. So, it's based on my intuition and based on the spiritual downloads that I'm getting while reading this, while doing this reading. So, yeah. So, okay, so for the connection between the two of them, it is romantic feelings. So, they actually have feelings for each other. Like, this is something real to them. Like, this is something real. And, first house, Scorpio, and Jupiter. I feel like they really are attracted to each other, like physically attracted to each other. I think from what I'm seeing here, they in the how do I say this? Their initial when they are like newer or a newer couple, when they are just became together, they are mostly basing their attraction to each other via or through their what do you call this, physical attractiveness. Like, that's like their basis, like, oh, I'm going to be with this person because they are handsome or they are beautiful or they are hot. But as they became long in the relationship, or as they knew each other more, I think the depth that each other have added to that. Like, they are already attracted to it with each other's physicalities or physical attributes. But as they get to know each other, they were able to with the Scorpio there, they were able to get more or know more of their deepest thoughts, not just secrets, but thoughts and who they are as a person, and they connected emotionally with each other. And I think that's the reason why they get how do I say that? That's the reason why they get together for so long. Like, and with the Jupiter in there, I feel like they are actually an abundant couple. Like, being together gives them blessings and opportunities. And they may or may not know that, but they are actually like a good luck charm for each other. That's why I'm not a fan of them, so I don't know what's going on with their lives. But if upon being together, they have some, I don't know, like new career opportunities or new opportunities or blessings, it is because of their spiritual energy or their higher selves are actually helping each other they have a good teamwork in terms of manifesting and unconscious, something like that, like unconscious things, like they don't know that the reason why they have what am I saying? The reason why they got something is because the other person, it adds to the luckiness. There's a bit of luck in there as well, but I believe, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, that they are each other's lucky charm and they prosper together. So that's a good sign of a couple, or of a relationship. So for each of their feelings and perspectives towards each other in this relationship, let's start with Julia, because I believe this is like the easier to read, at least for me right now, because I'm getting download. So with the 7 of Swords in reverse in here, I feel like this relationship offers Julia a sense of protection. Like, just like when I am shuffling a while ago on Gerald's part, all I'm hearing is the word protection. So I feel like he offers protection to Julia. Like, Julia can finally lay down her wand. Like, as you can see here, right, the person is kind of defending their territory or their land, but in reverse, from what I'm seeing, Julia is finally letting her guard down and letting Gerald take the lead in terms of the protection part. Like, she feels protected in this relationship, and I think that's really good and important. You should never, for other people, if you want to get something from these kinds of readings, you should never feel like being with somebody is dangerous. Like, when you are in a relationship, you should feel protected, you should feel safe and stable in that relationship. I think that's a good sign of being in a good relationship. So that's how Julia feels. With the Ace of Cups in reverse, I'm seeing, okay, so Page of Cups is what we call this, the page is the youngest one in the Cups court family or court cards. So I feel like with it being in reverse, Julia is finally, this relationship shows her or contributes to her maturity in a way that she is no longer naive when it comes to things and situation. And I feel like this relationship with Gerald really made her emotionally more intelligent in an emotional way. She, from what I'm seeing here, she kind of knows how to identify her emotions and what to do with those emotions. And I feel like this relationship offered her not just protection and safety, but also what do you call this, emotional maturity on her part. So that's also a good thing. With the Chariot in reverse, though, I feel like it's not that she's stuck or this relationship is stuck on her perspective. It's more of Julia is not yet ready to move forward, or it's a conscious and deliberate choice to be or to stay where she is right now. Like, she's not really looking forward to leveling up this relationship into something more. So with this alone, I think we can infer, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, that they are not yet married, but maybe we'll see at the next part of the reading wherein we look at their future. But as of right now, Julia is contented on where she is, and I don't see any movement on her part in terms of wanting this relationship to move forward or leveling up this relationship. She's quite contented with where she is right now and where this relationship is right now. So moving forward to Gerald's pile, the Tower upright. So this is a bit harder to read, at least for me right now, because at least when I looked at Julia's pile and as I get the cards a while ago, the downloads already started pouring. But Gerald is a bit, I think I need to sit on this pile a little bit longer than Julia. So let me just pause this because that will take a lot of time, but I'll come back as soon as I have something. Okay, so from what I'm seeing with the Tower in here, I feel like it is connected to Julia's reading in terms of the protection part, because as we can see, there's a lightning here and the Tower was struck by the lightning, and Rapunzel, or the princess, is in the Tower, and then the prince is, I don't know what he's doing, if he's going up there or what, but there's a sense of, I'm there for you, I'm going to protect you no matter what. So that's what I'm feeling for Gerald's energy. He's definitely a protector in this relationship. So with the High Priestess in reverse and the Devil in reverse, I feel like, okay, first, the High Priestess in reverse. Gerald is, how do I say this? I feel like Gerald as a person, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, as a person, he is very secretive, or he is, I don't know if he has Scorpio on his chart. Comment down below if you knew. But I feel like he has a very, secretive or closed off demeanor, or he's not going to tell everybody about everything that goes on with his head. Like he has a lot of things that he kept, or he's keeping by himself, that he doesn't tell others or show others. And in this relationship, it's actually, what I'm seeing is slowly revealing things. Like, it's not the moon wherein there's something to be, there's a secret to be revealed. But with High Priestess in here, I feel like he's slowly opening himself up to Julia. Like, he may not reveal all of his, not just secrets, but all of who he is instantly or in one snap, but he is slowly letting Julia know who he really is, like what's his background, or what he really feels about things and all of that. So that is what's happening. I feel like he's still closed off with his energy, but I'm seeing a desire to share himself, or to share his thoughts, his inner feelings towards Julia. I think he will still need to work with that more, because being in a relationship is also like a partnership, or a collaboration. So you need to, in some levels, you need to trust the other person and trust yourself, or what's going on inside your head or inside your heart to other person. So anyway, with the Devil in reverse, I feel like, I don't know, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, but I don't know if Gerald has a vice or a bisyo. I'm seeing drinking and smoking in my mind's eye, but that may be just an example, because of, obviously, it's one of the most common vices. So, but allegedly for entertainment purposes only, if he has a vice, he's actually, this relationship makes him stop that, or not entirely stop that yet, because it's not easy to just go cold turkey on something. But it's making this relationship, and Julia is making him work towards improving himself in a way that lessening the temptation and lessening the desire to be controlled by others or things, just like vices. Like, because when you are drinking or smoking, it is basically like, yeah, the usual things with the vices. But I feel like this relationship is also contributing to his health, or to his to him improving as a person. It's not yet there in a way that he's completely not doing any vices, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, and it's not yet in a way that he is 100% open to Julia about things, but it's a slow build up to there. Right now, this is just baby steps, and he is actually being encouraged to be his or his better self, or his best self, the best that he could be or he can be. So I think this is a good state for between the two of them, because from what I'm feeling and seeing here, they are there for each other's growth, though they have a different ways, or different, the growth happens differently between the two of them, but they inspire each other to be a better version of themselves, and I think that's a great thing. So that's it. Let's move forward to what this relationship, or what's the future of this relationship in 5 years time. So today is October 7, 2024. So in 5 years, it's going to be 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 2029. So from 2024 to 2029, what's going to happen, or the future of this relationship. So wait. So let's start with the Astro Dice. The future of Gerald and Julia's relationship 5 years, in the period of 5 years. So from 2024 to 2029. 2024-2029, Julia and Gerald's relationship. Aquarius, Neptune, and the 4th house. That's interesting because the 4th house is the house of family and home. Aquarius, Neptune. I actually have that. Wait, is Neptune in my 4th house? But I kind of have that that combination. Anyways, I need one. Gerald and Julia's relationship from 2024 to 2029. Okay, I need one. Wait, let me focus. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. Give your relationship a chance. Let's see. Julia and Gerald's relationship in 5 years, 2024 to 2029. The Hierophant. If you are, if you knew tarot, Hierophant usually, if you ask about like marriage or something like that, because Hierophant means like institution. So, let's see what the other cards will say. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 of Pentacles. in reverse. King of Wands upright. Interesting. I see a lot of gold. Okay, so I see a lot of gold. Pentacles, Hierophant, King of Wands. And then give your relationship a chance. 4th house, Neptune, Aquarius. 4th house, Aquarius, Neptune. Hierophant. Saving, but in reverse. Okay, wait. Give your relationship a chance. Work on your partnership. I'm getting confused because... Oh, okay. The reason why I'm getting confused because I'm getting a lot of conflicting downloads. I feel like, because I asked based on the current energy, right? Oh, so there's literally like different path that their relationship could be in this next 5 years. So what I'm seeing right now is the options that we could have. And it's basically because at the end of the day, there's free will involved. So it's up to them what to choose, how to move forward to this. But I'm seeing, oh, okay. I was confused at first because why am I getting conflicting readings? But okay, let's start with one option or one path that this relationship could be in this next 5 years, 2024 to 2029. So the first path that they could take or that could happen is them actually getting married. So if that happens, okay, wait. Okay, so one option is them getting married. So with that, there's going to be a pulling off resources, or they have been saving up for that. I actually, even if they did not like push through marriage, they are actually saving up for a potential marriage. So right now, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, they are already saving up, or they have been saving up for a marriage. And if they got married, obviously, they're going to use that funds for the marriage. If that happens, I'm seeing a church wedding, definitely. A very like traditional wedding. A very traditional wedding. Yeah, and if that happens, they're going to have a family immediately. Like, they're going to have children immediately. Because some couples like to wait, right? Like, they like to wait 1 year or 2 years before they what do you call this? Before they actively make for child, or before they welcome a child. But for them, when they got married, it's going to be like instant. Like, they're going to also have a baby. That's one. That's the first path that they could take, or that could happen. So the second path that they could take is still if they decided to marry in this next 5 years, but they obviously will use the funds that they have been saving up. But this time around, they are going to I'm seeing them marrying in court, like a civil wedding. Is that term? Because the first one is church wedding, right? But this time, this is civil wedding, like, and but for both, like, marriages, whether it's church or civil, or yeah, in the municipal, or yeah, in that wedding, both of these are not going to be shown to public. These are private events, and the guests will be mostly family and very close friends on both sides. And I'm seeing what do you call this, a not so lavish wedding. Like, they could have a lavish wedding because they are both, like, rich, but I'm seeing, like, just a normal wedding between couples, like a very simple gown. It's still beautiful, but kind of simple gown for Julia. But anyway, so in both marriages, whether it's church or civil, both are going to be, like, close to public, and both after marriage or wedding, there will be a child instantly. So that's what I'm seeing. Basically, the what you call this, the setting where the wedding happened is the difference. And then, so regardless of what kind of marriage is that, either path 1 or path 2 that I mentioned, when they have a family of their own, it's going to be non-traditional. Like, the way they will raise their children, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, will be not the usual way, or not in a traditional way, not how they were raised. So I still don't know what that looks like, because I don't know how they were raised by their respective families growing up. But it's different than that. It's different from the way they grew up. It's different than their parents' parenting style. So they will have a unique to them parenting style and family dynamics. So regardless of marriage, or regardless of church or civil wedding, if they have a family, that could happen. And then the third path that I'm seeing, they are actually not together in that path. Well, not really not together, but I'm seeing, like, it's kind of an on and off relationship, but they are still together. It's kind of confusing to me, because it's also confusing to them. Like, they don't have a label for that, but they know that they love each other. They know that they care for each other, but for some reason, they can't seem to move forward. And I feel like, if that, like, version, or if that universe, or if that reality is the one that happens, I'm seeing Julia's family having something about it. And it's not really, I don't know the dynamics of their family well, aside from what I've known or we've seen in the news sites about, like, the Barretto family, and then her parents' situation. But I'm seeing, if they did not go through marriage in this next 5 years, they will have, allegedly for entertainment purposes only, they will have a very confusing relationship, in a way that they knew they love each other and they are committed to each other, but they can seem to move forward. They can seem to go to the marriage part. And something about Julia's family has something to do with that. And I don't know why, but I'm seeing her father. So, and this is the only time that I'm seeing her family, specifically her father, because in path 1 and 2, the church or civil wedding, it's not that I don't see her family. It's just that it mostly focuses on their, like, relationship to each other. So I'm thinking, in this third path, I don't know, because I don't know what's going to happen between her family dynamics and her relationship with her father. But this third path, there's a heavy influence, or the Julia's family, specifically her father, has something to do with them not being married, or with them having an on and off kind of relationship. I don't know what happens or what will happen, because it's kind of confusing. But yeah, so yes, that's King of Wands. That's like a father. So I feel like, to get something from here, if Julia and or Gerald, or their teams, or someone from their side is watching this, the universe is basically telling them to work on their partnership, like give your relationship a chance. I feel like this period, 2024 to 2029, will their relationship will be tested in a way that the universe is asking them how important, or how up in your priority is your relationship and your love for each other. Because I'm seeing them, even in this future, I still see them love each other and have genuine care and romantic feelings towards each other. It's just that I feel like, at least in the third path, there are external situations or external factors that will affect their the longevity of their relationship. So the universe is basically telling them to communicate and work together. And I can see, okay, because if we are going to look at the first reading, I hope you did not skip, but if you remember in the previous reading, Julia is contented on where they are right now. And I feel like, I don't know if Julia has a Taurus or Earth placements in her chart, but I feel like Julia is the one wherein, if it's okay now, why change things up? Like, allegedly for entertainment purposes only. Like, there's nothing wrong with, or we are okay with where we are right now. Why do you want to change that? Or why are we going to change this when we are comfortable? We are used to these things. So I feel like Julia needs to, just like Gerald is slowly unraveling himself up for her and showing her who he really is, I feel like Julia needs to also learn how to communicate to, excuse me, I burp. So that's basically a confirmation. Like, Julia actually both of them needs to actively use their words, like communicate with each other. And I feel like, if they work on their communication, and if they are honest with each other, they are honest with their feelings and what the meaning of family is for them. Because I don't know about Gerald's family side, but at least from what we've known of Julia, based on what we are seeing on the news as well, she kind of has a chaotic family life. So I feel like, okay, from what I'm seeing, I feel like, yeah, from what I'm seeing Julia kind of is in a state of panic when it comes to marriage, or when it comes to family, building a family. I don't know if that actually happens already, or is happening, or will happen, but I'm seeing her kind of showing anxious symptoms or panic symptoms whenever, like, this topic of marriage and family is being brought up. So I feel like she needs to work on healing her family issues, though we did not get the healing your family issues card in here. So I feel like it's basically, there is the family factor, but it doesn't really, or if they can, it will not affect the relationship. But if they allow that and outside forces, outside factors to pitch their ideas or tell them what to do, or push their agenda or their or whatever it is that they want to them, then it will definitely affect them. So this reading or the universe is basically telling them to listen to each other, trust each other, and first and foremost, prioritize each other. So if you are in this relationship, the opinions that matter, the decisions that matter is the decisions from both of you. So other people should not have any say on this. At the end of the day, it is your it is both your decision to make, because this is your relationship. So that's what I'm seeing on Julia and Gerald's future. So I'm hoping the best for them. If you can hear the what do you call this, the call, maybe this is a sign. This is a sign for them to really talk to each other. And yeah, so I'm going to stop. So thank you so much for watching this video. Thank you so much to Julia and Gerald's higher self and spirit guides for allowing me to tap into their energy. And yeah, like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you soon in my next video. Bye bye.